installing your game plan.
Hey everybody, it's the coach. This is preseason football on EA Sports.
Coach, the city of Seattle, known for coffee, grunge music, and of course rain, and we're definitely going to get a heavy dose of the last of those three here tonight as you look inside a wet and wild CenturyLink field. Tonight, it's a preseason matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Seattle Seahawks. This will be fielded at the 6. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. So here are the Broncos now for their opening drive. Commanding the offense will be the 6', 225-pound quarterback, former Missouri Tiger Chase Daniel. Melvin Gordon, the two-time Pro Bowler. And they are not going to let him turn the corner. Some serious pressure right out of the gate. It's a loss of 4 on that first play, and it's second down.
I saw Von Miller in college at Texas A&M, and all I kept hearing about was his speed off the edge to the quarterback. But what impressed me, his balance and his ability to take on blocks and be a force in the run game, as we just saw there.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14. Here's Gordon. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a 3rd down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
Now Daniel. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Von Miller in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Now Edwards to kick as he sends it away. Now Brown. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense will take over right at the midfield stripe with a 1st and 10. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. Here's Dalvin Cook, 3rd year back from Florida State. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. And here's the starting offensive unit for Seattle.
Big Dwayne Brown is still one of the top left tackles in the NFL. A 4-time Pro Bowler, he's respected around the league because of his big frame, nimble feet, and strong grip. When you rush the passer against Dwayne Brown, you're just hoping to get near the quarterback.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete. And here's a look at the defense for Denver.
Kenny Vaccaro is an excellent player. Can cover in the slot, but his best attributes, tackling people and rushing the quarterback.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. Give to Cook out of the gun. Yards. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. An ideal start for them, really. You force the punt, and then you go down and score.
And you've got to see a fist pump on the sideline.
Alright, so we kind of switched it up here.
And he's telling his team, this is how we prepare.
We ended up
go downfield and score. I told you guys, it's just like a boxer in the
doing a
gym.
regular franchise mode instead of the face of the QB for this one. We are using the Seahawks. We have Dalvin Cook, Adam Thielen, Antonio Brown, Von Miller, Mitchell Trubisky as our quarterback, and and Kyle Rudolph as our tight end. So yeah, we're gonna start posting these videos more, I think, and see what we can get for views and whatnot. I mean, if you guys absolutely don't like the videos, then we don't have to do these ones, but trying to get you guys content that I think you'll watch. So if there's any games or anything like that you'd rather me do, go ahead and comment down below and let me know what you think.
Scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. And he'll run straight into a wall of tacklers at the line of scrimmage. It's 2nd down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Though we've seen some good pressure defensively already here in the 1st quarter, here's another good example.
The threat of a second
need one more stop.
The game is looming as they come up 3rd and 10. Daniel looks to throw. Gets it to Gordon. It'll be
We'll force them to punt it.
And it'll be 4th down.
Or they're gonna go for it. Let's see. They are punting it. Punting it.
Is I know that there's no problem with rhythm. Now, what we're watching offensively, a little bit of a problem there.
Yeah, punt on the 1st drive. Looking at another one here, just a little slow. You know, they were talking about a fast start, but that hasn't been the case.
Yeah, and let's face it, any team we cover always talks about a fast start.
That's true.
It's not necessarily going to happen just because they say
see what we get with the run play right off the beginning with some Mr. Cook.
Different defenses, they're going to have to figure it out as this game moves on.
They run on 1st down as they get about 3. 2nd and 7 forthcoming. The linebacker Christian Jones there to make the stop. Now 2nd and 7 from the 23. They run the counter with Cook.
Come on.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's taken down, but able to
got a 1st down. We're good.
It's a gain of 12, 1st down Seahawks. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the 1st quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game,
oh, that was almost bad.
Get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, not get loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. They go play action with Trubisky.
Ooh, that was almost bad too. Come on.
And maybe lucky there.
Apparently my catching was not wanting to go off.
Oh man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum big play right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground.
Oh, come on, Thielen.
Down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. Back deep, the veteran Ted Ginn. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory. Daniel on 1st down. Paul bringing it in.
Injured him.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. They only got a yard.
Let's see what we got here.
And that makes this 2nd and 9. The former Gamecock here. This is Mike Davis. And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield. First throw now for the backup, Bryce Petty. And unable to connect, incomplete. Now give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Come on, punts it away.
How about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
And he'll take it just outside the 40. And the Seahawks get the quick strike touchdown.
Let's go.
When you got a guy that fast back there to receive punts, that's a nightmare for the guy game planning, the special teams coach, but it's also a nightmare for the punter. Sometimes they get so nervous that they hit the ball and kick it right to him.
Seibert on for the PAT. And it's good to make it 14-0. So his big play capability in full display there as he's able to return that punt for a touchdown. So after the punt return touchdown, let's see what their opponents can do with this kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And no
Knew he would need it.
here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Denver offense now as they get set to take over here. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive, but at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer, and make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still 2nd quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there at the line of scrimmage because they are dominating it. It allows their interior guys to get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? You know, because they bring in your tight end, keep him in.
You get first
your
down?
running
Yeah, you
backs,
got
they have to
first
step
down.
forward. Bottom line, your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
First carry here for Tywan Jones. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there.
There we go.
Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down. Plays like we just saw there.
Shut down.
Right now, and the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
The Seattle offense now set to come back out on the field. It's been a good first half so far. They're up 14-0. Points here, they could really put them in command before intermission.
Yeah, and it's all well and good what they're seeing and how they're feeling right now. But this is the NFL. How many times have we watched 14-0 leads evaporate and quickly? So how have we seen them combat it? Continue to run your offense, but don't back off at all. Don't start looking at the clock. Don't start thinking about, hey, just take care.
This is caught inside the 15.
There we go.
A big play that time for the Seahawks. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
On second down, this is Madden.
No, you got him away.
Quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. It's
all
a
good.
loss of 2.
Don't
Now
worry.
3rd down.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration
Let's
as they stuffed that one behind the line of
see.
scrimmage.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up.
Wow,
later
you like
this
pulled me
weekend.
into it.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Austin Seibert sets up for the field goal try. This is a 20. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. And how about this? It's complete. Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on 4th down to bring up 1st and goal. Offense back out now for 1st and goal after the successful fake. Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. Now let's not forget that was all set up by the 4th down conversion earlier in the drive.
Would have been a complete letdown if the drive doesn't culminate this way, wouldn't it? If you're going to go for it on 4th down, your intention is to make sure you get a touchdown out of the drive, and that's exactly what...
Oh, it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line.
Partner, that
almost
type
had
of
it.
lead, and they're going to fake it from the 15 to try and pick up a 2-point play instead of kicking it through the post. Come on, man. Put that in mothballs. Come on. Come on. Don't do that.
Put that in mothballs.
Yeah, preserve that for it. That's an ancient relic. Faking it. I can understand you want to rub it in a little. You fake it when you snapped it from the 3. But from the 15... mothball that bad boy, just like my grandmother had.
Yeah,
in her attic, the stuff she used to preserve.
It smelled terrible.
Ready, 50, plant.
I'm ready.
Ready.
Petty now. Man open, that's Byron Pringle complete. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. A loss of 2 there, 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down. Petty.
Intercepted.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. Draw play, Madison evades the tackler, and now some space. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was
There we
coming.
go.
And I always enjoy the conversation post because officials always tell
touchdown of the game. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further.
I heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that can finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. Well, they got the ball in great field position. One play later, boom, end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start.
Figured I'd give them a chance.
And following the interception,
Being a little nice.
interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start?
Never mind.
Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, and his guys will take over at their own 44-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it.
Wasn't ready for that.
And move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there. So from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8.
Halftime.
So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we see, boy, rough crowd. No football for 6 months already. We're skipping halftime. All right, let's get right back to the action. We're set for quarter 3. Probably not likely to see many starters in the second half as we get back at it underway in this preseason opener. And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Seattle now ready to march out of the field. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on
there we go, Treadwell.
What they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. The former Purdue Boilermaker, Raheem Mostert. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. It's a gain of 12, first down Seahawks. They've got the lead early here in the third quarter, and runs like that established that lead in the first half.
I love the fact that you're using the word lead because they are leading from the front, pounding on the defense right now with the running game, and truly establishing themselves here in the second half.
Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. They'll run with Madison, and he'll get about 3 as he's brought down to the 28.
It's okay. Worst case, we're getting in field goal range.
But a running game can really benefit your team right now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, he had that.
Incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
Well, he'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to.
Think we can make a 45er?
Like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones
oh no,
I'm gonna miss.
Them,
they can be difficult to hold on to.
And this one is right down the middle. And that will just add 3 more to a lead that's already out of hand. So put another 3 on the board. All things considered, a good opening drive to begin the third quarter.
And as a defense, the way that this game is going, you're excited to see those points go on the board. Gives them a little bit of leeway to play with when they're out on the field, but they're real excited to see their offense score. Now they get to go out there and do their part.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here again comes the captain of this offense, leading his crew back out there now. He's completed 4 passes so far in this game. The issue is 2 of them have been to the guys in the wrong colored jersey.
So I'd say there's a little bit of clouded vision, right? Sometimes he sees clearly, sometimes he doesn't. I know on the sideline, they'll be going
the Broncos injured.
Talk about what the coverages are and what they're seeing.
You're welcome.
So you used to look at the snapshots. Now you look at the Microsoft Surface Pro. He's got to analyze what he's seeing and be more accurate with the ball.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Petty. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect. Another drive comes and goes. Still nothing on the scoreboard.
Come on,
Yeah,
pump
when
me
the
the ball.
second half comes, you know, it's real easy to get discouraged and wonder if you're ever going to get things started. You just got to fight through it. Got to keep pounding away.
This is brought in at the 21. A terrific return. 30 yards all in all. And the Seahawks will have great field position to start this drive. They take over on the short side of the field. Here's Madison running on 1st down. And he's got this down to the 35. That one good for 14 and a Seahawk first.
And that's the big fella's MO right there. Running through tackles, keeping the sticks moving forward. This defense, if you don't bring 11
Madison,
guys to the ball to try and
holy
get him on the
buckets.
ground, he's going to keep making runs like that. I feel the press box shaking every time he touches the rock.
Back to the ground on 1st down. Here's Madison.
I didn't see him there.
And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down. Now Mostert.
Dude, Mostert is a quick son of a bitch.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, put a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point. Going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Here's Mostert. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here
Good
they
job.
get him behind the line. They'll run it with Madison. They'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Yeah, every time he looks up,
Oh, come
there
on.
defensively. That was the same case on that play. Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. This defense trying to do its part, active hands on that play, but their offense hasn't given them much to work with.
So they're not going to worry about it. On their side of the ball, all they're concerned about, can they create
Oh, I
some
barely
scoring
made that.
opportunities and help out that offense.
So not the most convincing of kicks, but he got it to go.
Yeah, from a short distance, you expect a little bit more out of that kick, but the bottom line is what?
3 points.
3 points. Doesn't matter how it looked, it still counts the same.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
I want him to run it out.
Fielded
There
about
we
a yard
go.
deep. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
And he'll get about 3 as he takes this up near the 25. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Here's Patty. And that'll be incomplete.
Could have had an interception there.
Shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Here's Lachlan Edwards now. He's been one of their few bright spots so far. Fielded at about the 28. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. This is Mostert. guys continue to pour it on.
Look at him, he's just fucking quick.
Defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
A good hold in these wet conditions. The point after is up and good. Back now in Seattle, Washington, where the fourth quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the third quarter. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here. But you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. On the draw, this is Davis. He works his way forward for a couple up past the 30.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going to the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
There we go.
Throw, but it misses the target.
The punting, yep.
Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden the secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Well, that looked for a second like he might take it all the way, but as it stands, it's still a massive return. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. Mostert. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Jackson now. Lets it fly for Treadwell. Man, it's caught at the 6-yard line.
There we go.
He takes it down deep into enemy territory. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles, that certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence, because even if they had the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
Taking it in as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. So another score there. Often you talk about the 3 phases of the game: defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And that will extend this big lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
It's all right. We'll stop him again.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that. Here's a quick hitch route, and the throw complete. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. The last catch did get 3, but they're still left needing 7 yards on 3rd down. This is Davis. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts.
I want to break 50 points, that's why.
They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Now back to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. David Moore, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. That's caught by Hollister. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. That's going to leave them with just 1 remaining here in this fourth quarter. Back to throw now on first down. And that is incomplete here. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense, they're just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up to throw, and this is going to be incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the fourth quarter here. You've held a team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And this kick is not going to be close. It's
beautiful.
Right to boot. And this score will stay right where it is.
Now, if this was a clear day in September, I'd say this is well within his range. I feel very confident about this kick, but let's be honest about it. In these elements, the difficulty level gets ratcheted up by at least a factor of 5.
They go play action here on first down. And that'll be incomplete. Kyle Juszczyk, the fullback, the intended target. And that'll bring up second down. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined. But sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it. When you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Past the 20. And all the way down to the 7-yard line. Now the Seahawks forced to use their 3rd and final timeout. So that will leave them with no timeouts left. Still plenty of time on the clock. We'll see how that affects things here in this fourth quarter.
It's not scales, right? I don't hear scales. Do I actually hear a tune being warbled?
I think the fat lady's humming.
Yeah, she's doing more than humming. She's belting it out right now.
Going. She's full bore.
Yeah, this thing is flat out finished.
Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead will swell by 1 more. So that drive, 4 plays. And in the end, it's capped off by a 7-yard run. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll take this one near the 25. Now the Broncos offense, they get set to head back onto the field. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest,
don't forget today. Don't forget what has happened out here.
Yeah, use that as ammo.
And he's injured also. There we go.
Realize how poorly
Everything it's going preseason for them.
Coaching, playing, the whole deal. And never forget it, because
you're not going to want that feeling again.
No, you don't want that feeling again, and who knows? You may meet up with this team again.
This is Jones, and this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down, a very solid gain on that play.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50.
Ready? 30 base. 57.
They'll look to throw now on first down. Jones has it. 6 yards on the pickup, and it'll bring up a second down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They tackle them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays. Harder to move it.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. They couldn't contain Deshaun Hand that time as he gets
there we go.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. So the victory here for Seattle. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there...